Well, welcome back. Join me today on a rather breezy session down at Walton on the Naze. As you can probably see behind me, that is the mighty Walton here. Fishing up from low today. I've just got down here, it's just turned low, so it's starting to run in now. Targets for today, hopefully rays, that's sort of what I'm after. There's a little bit of surf on the water, so possibly for a bass. Later towards high when I get up the wall. Sole, possibly. Any flatfish really. I'm going to have a rod out for the flatties or maybe a boom rig. Then a big bait out for, well, maybe even a smooth hound. You never know. We'll have to wait and see. But I'm fishing one rod at the moment, just down on the beach. Tide comes in fairly fast here. So I'm going to get that rigged up, get that out, and we'll move back with the tide. Right, first rig, 3/8 clip down. Lovely streamline, just baited with 3 sections of blacks, just 1.5 worms. Couldn't quite get 3 baits out of 1 worm. That was just slightly too small. We're going to waz this one out, see if we do any good. It's only going to be a short range cast, as probably still 50 or 60 yards from the water's edge. I don't want to get too close because then I'm going to get pushed up a lot quicker, and moving everything's going to be an absolute pain. So I'm only going to sort of walk 10 or 15 metres in front, have a blast, and yeah, see how we get on. Right, well, reel didn't blow up on me, which is a massive positive. Wind is pulling everything to the right slightly, but grip should hold it. I'll get that in the rest and see how we go. Right, well, baits for this evening are going to be primarily fish based. I couldn't be bothered to go and dig any worms. I begrudge buying worms, especially at the prices. I'm around our way at the moment, sort of between 20 and upwards of £25 a pound for rag, which if you need it, but it's very expensive. Lugworm's gone up, that's gone up a hell of a lot recently. So until I can go out and dig my own, there is a few lugworm here on this beach, but I'm quite close to the pier, don't really want to mess up the beach. Plus, there's not a major amount of them, quite deep, can't be bothered. Anyway, so yes, baits for this evening are going to be got a few blueies, a few blacks, got 3 wraps of blacks for me today, or 2.5 wraps of blacks, 3 blacks, whatever. Sand eel, squid, crab, got to have the crab. Might be the odd smooth hound about. I'll put a pennel bait out for one of them at some point. Maybe when I get up the top. Also got some hermit crabs. Now, I live by the coast. I've caught hermit crabs in the past. I've never actually used them as bait, so might give them a go tonight. We'll see. But they were expensive, £5.50 for a bag. I'm not entirely sure how many's in the bag, but there's a few in the bag. So yeah, like I said, next to Walton. It's a breezy evening. Hopefully the mic's not picking up too much of that. I have got my mic today. Forgot my mic last week, so you know, coming up in the world. We're all human. I do like this mark. Fished it a few times. One of my friends, he lives not that far from here. He fishes it. I've had a couple of reports of different things that have been coming out. Been a few rays, a couple of sole. Walton Sea Anglers had their match on the pier last week, I believe. Midweek last week or midweek the week before. One of the lads on there, he had a decent side codling. So there are a few knocking about. We normally get a little run of them, hopefully now. While I'm here, that'll be lovely. But we will get a few knocking about. But yeah, I'm on the beach. I'm fishing, as you can see. I've got just a single rod, Century Triple C. Dower Tournament 7HT, blue one, not the red one. That'll be for when I'm up top. Yeah, nice evening, sandy beaches. I'm fishing. What could go wrong? Well, this is what we're fishing over. As you can see, sand as far as the eye can see. Now, you may think this is the water's edge. This is in fact not the water's edge. This is in fact a giant puddle. It is starting to fill up now, which is good. The water is absolutely crystal clear. As you can probably tell. Oh yes, it is starting to fill up now. It is starting to colour up. I'm hoping for a bit of colour tonight. And it is flooding in pretty quickly. I will probably be moving in the next 10-15 minutes or so. Hopefully I don't drop my phone in the drink, but there's a few breakers. Nice little surf on. Yeah. We'll get back to the rods just in case that I actually managed to catch something. Right, well, this is the speed that it's actually coming in. It's creeping in pretty quickly. I'm only sort of 30-40 yards away and it is coming in rather damn fast, so yeah, keep on our toes. Well, a child who appears to have lost their shovel, broken. I'll take that and put that in the bin. Maybe I can dig up a few lugworm with that. Nah. There's a reason it was left on the beach. It's absolutely knackered. Well, I believe I might be being stalked by a fox. I walked down here. That's my track straight down from the steps. There was not a blemish on this surface. And in the time I was recording something, there's something been over there and sort of zigzagged around heading up the beach. So it's come from behind me. So yeah, you never know. Might get mauled by a wild animal of some description. So stay tuned, find out. Well, while that's soaking just behind me, but no bites as of yet. I have got in here a bluey that I have started to defrost. Just wanted to show how what my preferred method is for preparing these, especially when I'm using these little squid and bluey wraps. I like to go in at sort of a 45-degree angle. Now these are better if they are a little bit more frozen. I have not been paying attention and I've left it in the water for too long and it has defrosted rather rapidly. So, but either way, going at sort of I want to say 45-degree angle, but it's probably not quite 45 degrees. All the blood coming out there. And just sort of take, I don't know, 10, 12 mil slices, maybe a little bit bigger, and just slice all the way down till I get to about there somewhere. Then the bait size sort of stops. Now this is sort of for when I'm using like the size 2s, sort of roughly the same length as the shank of the hook. This is going to make a few people wince, but I am going to cut towards myself. I know you shouldn't, but it's gone a little bit soft, so they're a bit hard to cut, especially with this blunt knife. Yeah, it's not too bad. Just cut that off of there, and then take them off, chuck them in my tray, and yeah, get ready for the squid. So, same as before, and I showed this in my previous video. Try and not talk directly into the mic, because that's going to be no fun for anyone. If I can find me blooming needle, without stabbing myself in the end of the finger. So this bait I've got out now is just 3 bits of black. So it's more of a speed thing than anything really. Sort of just to get a bait out. So while I'm messing about with the camera, I'm messing about with this defrosting bait. I've got something that's going on. There's no point being down here and not fishing. Not fishing effectively. That's the main thing, is trying to fish as effectively as possible. So one of them sections of bluey that I cut a minute ago, little strip of squid. Try and get a couple of bindings round the bluey first. Oh, lay me squid over the top, and then just go to town with the elastic. Doesn't have to be crazy tight. Got some bigger squid today, which is nice. I might actually get 2 baits out of 1 strip, so that'll save me some work, won't it? Trying to be as physically lazy as possible. Yeah, bind it all up. Snap off me elastic. Slide it off the needle. Cut or fold and bind that tag end up. Gonna cut. Oh, try and not cut through the rest of it. There you go. Little sausage, ready to go on a hook. Just like a worm. So this has been soaking for sort of 15-20 minutes. No bueno. So next bait, 3 hook clip again. 3 little bluey baits and squid. 5-ounce grip lead. Impact. Reel this one in. And there might be something that's just snuck on the end and not registered a bite indication, or I've missed it. So tighten this damn head torch up. Hey, nearly lost me light. What's going on? Oh, it's all going wrong tonight. Right, here we go. Helps to tighten my drag up, wouldn't it? No. Don't think there's any weight there. No. Yeah, so quiet evening so far. I haven't been here that long, to be fair. I'm just getting very impatient. Some fish. So I've got a friend of mine coming down to see me soon, hopefully at some point. Shout out Richie. Bait dig around our way, does a little bit of digging, crabbing, bits and pieces like that, so I'll get some of my bait from. Yeah, he should be down here soon. He's just going to come say hello. Like I said, He doesn't live too far away, so hopefully I can have a ray or something before he gets here, so I can say, yeah, Rich, that's cool. As of the moment, no, it's a lot colder than I was originally anticipating. I almost didn't bring all of the wet weather gear, but also the warm weather, cold weather gear. But I'm glad I did, because for one, I'm on sand, which sandy. Sea fishing angler that doesn't really like sand, to be completely honest with you, but yeah. It's wet, kneeling down, knees get wet. I don't really want wet tracky bottoms all night, especially with this breeze. It would have been pretty unbearable. But that wind that's driving from behind the camera is fairly nippy. Dry my lips out. I'll have red lips tomorrow, I reckon. But yeah, it's very quiet down here. There's no one about. I haven't been mauled by a wild animal as of yet, so hopefully that's disappeared, whatever it was. Fox, I'm guessing. But hopefully it's a big bite. No bite. I didn't realise, I did realise I suppose, but I didn't think. Breeze coming straight in my face, microphone down the front. I didn't have the big furry doodad on, so there was quite a bit of wind noise getting picked up. So hopefully this sorted it. If it hasn't sorted it, ain't a great deal I can do about it. And I believe we have just gone slack. We have. Hey, I believe we are into a fish. On camera, nonetheless. So, hopefully I can manage to stay in frame. That'd be nice. I don't know if there was a big bite or anything at all. I didn't see it, I just saw it slack, so maybe you saw a little bit more than me, which would be exciting. Got a little bit of a kick to it, whatever it is. Come on. In you come. Hoping it's a ray. I'm guessing it's a ray. It feels a bit rayy. Let's go down to the water. Go have a looky-loo-ski. Yeah, it's a ray. Get off weed. Copious amounts of weed on the line. There we go. Well and truly beached. Turn my light off so I don't blind you when I walk over. Barsh. Lovely Thornback, just what we was after. Just hooked in the bottom lip. Probably help if I wasn't all the way up there. There you go, pop. Out it comes. Wow. There we are. You're casting a shadow on me, mate. Stop it. Ow! Getting beaten up now. Careful, I might end up getting bitten in a second. Yeah, lovely little thornback. Just in time, because I'm about to move up the beach. So, getting back and see you up the top. It's just going to sit there and make me look like a right sausage. Oh, waves coming in. Well, I'm going to have to get moving back, so count that one as a win. Well, yeah, that was a bit of excitement. Lovely little ray, about, I don't know, £2–3, not very big at all. And got that fish back and had to move up here. So lugged everything up the top. I'm now up on the wall. Hard standing, concrete, as you can probably hear, with the old studs on. Still got now probably, I don't know, 40 or 50 yards of water, beach, and then obviously the water. Yeah, I didn't want to do another move, so I've done it on the last one. Come up top, got all set up. I'm going to get another rig out now, probably get another rod out. Fish two, might even put one out with crab, although if the rays are there, I'm leaning more towards the rays at the moment. Because I need that double figure. Whether that happens tonight or not, doubt it, but worth a go. Might even get a pennel out, put a crab bait out. See if there's a hound about. I've got a little gully just down to my right hand side. Might even get the continental out. We'll have to see how I feel. But I'll probably have one rod in close, maybe on a boom rig, some blacks, some squid. Little baits, little hooks, size 4s. Just yeah, just to see really, see if there's anything flat about. I know the rays are technically flat, but I want the other flatfish. So we shall see. Could really do without this coat on, to be fair, but I know in 10 or 15 minutes time I'll cool down a little bit. It's only because I've been running up and down absolutely gigantic steps that I'm now sweating my nips off. Right, so I thought while we're sitting here doing absolute moot, because the fishing is died right off, I had someone ask on one of my videos the other day, how do you bait up sand eels? Now there's two ways that I bait these up. I'll either bait them up like what I'm going to do now, whole for like a pennel rig, or you can cut them into sections and use them like you would like the bluey and squid wraps and everything like that, just sort of little sections, just enough to cover the shank of the hook. And yeah, so I'm going to show you this way now. So what I like to do first of all is just cut off sort of an inch off the tail and just behind the eyes on both of them. This is going to be a double sander. You can use single. Just obviously have to adjust the size of your hooks depending, or you can have big hooks, small bait, it's entirely up to you. I then take the sand eel, slide a baiting needle up the entirety of it, just like that. I will then take a little bit of elastic and just bind a couple of times. Right, the head, so the head is this end. I'm going to take my other sand eel and I'm going to flip it so the head is the opposite end. So you've got a head to a tail as such. And then just gently does it. These are better when they're still sort of fully frozen. These are 90% of the way there, I'd say. But yeah, just nice and gentle. Few goes round. Oh, and snap it off. Right. Then take your hooks. Now, obviously, in this case, it's a pulley pennel rig, so two hooks. The bottom hook, pick whichever end you want. It makes it sort of somewhat symmetrical, so it doesn't really matter. And then just go behind the gills, try and get both of them, and then just pull it flat. Sorry. My recording looked like it went off there. So just like that. Then take your bait and elastic and just whip him round the shank with both of them. I like to get a fair bit around the eye of the hook and the knot. Just sort of stops it. Just don't put too much because it can start to pinch them out. You don't really want them split. And then a little bit around the end just to hold the other hook in place in a moment. Snap that off. Pull your needle out. Slide the other hook down to the bait. Just like that. I like to bring it just about level. And then just give it sort of 3 or 4 turns. And then under the elastic that you've just put on, and just pull that bit tight. That leaves you with 2 lovely proud hook points. You can have them both on the same side. I tend to try and do one each side of the bait, just so it gives a little bit more hooking area as such. And then yeah, clip it down to your clip it down to your lead, just like that. And away you go. Hook it up, cast it out. Right, well, I don't know what's happening with the tide tonight. It must be a bit of a smaller tide. I've only got sort of a couple of hours. Yeah, about 2.5 hours to high, and there's still a fair chunk of beach left. Probably, I don't know, 40 yards, 50 yards maybe. It's normally in by now, or near enough in by now. So I've sort of held off putting the other rod out really, because I wanted it a little bit closer so I could get both rods out, but nevertheless, we're out with one anyway. I've got a double sand eel out at the moment, on a pulley, just trying really. There's not a major amount of action, to be fair. I thought there'd be a few other species about, whiting, dogfish, stuff like that. I know I'm not fishing with 2 rods, so that is cutting my chances in half, if you like. But there's not a lot about. I would have expected a little bit more action than what I've had so far, to be fair. If it carries on the way it's carrying on for the next, I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours, probably call this one quits. Because realistically now, well, from when I had the ray to now, should sort of be bite time. It is still a little bit slow at the moment round this way, so might be to do with that. Might be to do with the fact that the mayweed's coming back. I've had a little bit of that tonight. That can turn the fishing off. So yeah, we just have to hang it out and wait and see. But if you've made it this far, thank you for watching. Every view, especially at the moment, I can see every single view, so fills me with joy. Yeah, there was someone walked past earlier. We thought I was a right nutter. With bright light on, just sort of waffling to myself. But yeah, might do a video soon on Clacton Pier. That'd be that's my normal port of call, should we say? Got a few matches coming up. I think I've got one next weekend. So yeah, there'll be a few more videos to come. If anyone's got any sort of suggestions for any fishing round sort of the Essex way, I'm always open to different places, or if anyone's got any reports of stuff that's been caught, all that sort of stuff helps and factors into where I tend to go. All those little insights are definitely a bit of an edge, helping hand. There's people have been fishing there all week and no one's caught anything, then not much point going there. I don't know what this is going to be. Probably a doggy or a whiting, I'd imagine. It's not acting too much like a ray. We shall see. This is on the double sand eel, so it could be absolutely anything. I was given a fair bite a second ago. But come on, you know you want it. Don't want to strike too early and end up either pulling the hook or missing it entirely. So try and let it develop a little bit, but if it's something small, it's not going to develop a great deal, so I'll just have to sort of deal with it. Hey, that was a good bump. Right, I think we'll have it now. See if there's anything there. I think there's something there, but what it is remains to be seen. Might be another ray. It's another small one, I would imagine. Oh, it's waking up. Wherever it is. Making the line sing. I'll have to go down and get it, whatever it is, because the water's not up to the steps yet, so I've still got a bit of beach in front of me. Well, it's kiting off to me right, wherever it is. It's going down tide. Ah, it's another little ray. I'm just going to go down and grab this one. Right, there we go, a bit bigger than the last one. Top pennel hook, right in the corner of the mouth. Ooh. Lovely jubbly. Another female, bit bigger this one, probably about, say, £4. Yeah. Get her back. Right, this one. A minute. Back to the 3-hook clip with squid and bluey. Now that water's getting a bit closer, I am trying to put it a little bit further if I can. Well, this has literally been back out 3 minutes, 4 minutes from the last one. See me have. And it went over with such force, I almost lost my rod. It's even knocked my tripod out of stance. So it's fighting back a little bit more, this one. So hopefully it's a decent one. Putting up a little bit more of a fight. Well, there it is, another one. Number 3. Aggressive girl. They're all females tonight, so I'm guessing same must be going on. But another one nonetheless. About the similar sort of size as the first one. So, but I'm going to have to start setting me drag now after that one, because as much as I thought it was a lot bigger, I nearly lost my rod. So I have to be a little bit more careful if they're going to be this aggressive. But I'm going to get this one back. Well, that was a mad 5 minutes. 2 rays, one after the other on 2 casts. So thereabout. There was a very large gap between the first and the second, but the second and the third pretty quick. So hopefully there's a few more to go. I've gone back out on the double sand eel, just on the simple pulley panel. Got another rig ready here now that it is sort of kicking off. I was going to go to 2 rods, but I don't really feel like it's going to make a great deal of odds. Plus, if it gets mad like that again and I've got 2 rods out, I'm going to be in trouble. So, yeah. Hopefully, there's a few more to come. Another female. It's bigger than the last one. It's the biggest one so far. Turn my light off. It's the biggest one of the night. We're getting on for sort of £5 or £6 that one. So yeah, they're coming. Well worth the trip out. Well, the tide's well and truly in now. I've had 4 rays so far, biggest being sort of, I don't know, £5 maybe. So these little baits definitely work just as well as what the big baits do. The sand eel definitely seems to be picking out the larger fish, but there's always the chance that even if a smaller one's going to get the other ones, it might just mean that the smaller ones are feeding on the squid and bluey. There's just as much chance as you could get a bigger one, which I have had on the smaller squid and bluey wraps. So it's just game of odds, really. You might get one bigger, you might get one smaller. So, oh, and look at that, look, going absolutely mental. And this is on the squid and bluey. I think I lost that one. Hey, slack line. Oh, it's taking line, this one. Slack line and then a run. Womp womp. In my messing about trying to go around to the other side, I lost it. Never mind. The weed has proper moved in now, so I think I'm going to have one more cast, try and have one more fish, get tidied up, and I'll make a move. Well, that's that. That's the end of that session at Walton. It was a slow session, but it was a good session. We ended up with, well, we landed 4 rays, 2 of a decent size, 2 undersized, and we lost 2. So, well, missed a bite for 1 and then lost the other one. So yeah, it was a good session all in all. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, so well, I'll see you on the next one. Hopefully that should be Clacton Pier, or somewhere along that coastline. But yeah, thanks for joining me. Don't forget, like, subscribe, helps me out. You get to see when I upload, so this is going to become a bit more of a regular thing. So, but yeah, thank you very much. See you next time.